Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Okay. As my screen is visible, okay. In the last class, we have discussed the details about the classifications of MAC protocol, that is contention-based reservation mechanism, contention-based scheduling mechanism, and other MAC protocols. And these are the classifications of contention-based protocol. Okay. So let's discuss with a example, that is MACAW. It is comes under the single channel, that is sender initiated protocol. So let's discuss how it actually works. Okay. So basically in this protocol, it follows the simple mechanism of sending and receiving data, that is called request to send, clear to send, that is RTS and CTS. And once it is once the transmission is established, it will send the data packet, then receive the transmission. That's why in the last line it is mentioned that Macau protocol uses RTS, CTS, TS, data, and acknowledgement. Anyone have any idea what the DS means? Anyone have any idea? This is the basic principle actually which works behind this protocol. That is, we have already know that the sender, this is sender, this is receiver, this is neighbors. This is neighbor for this particular sender, and this is neighbor for the particular receiver. That means there are some neighbors along with the sender and receiver. Now, how it works actually, suppose it is, since it is a sender initiated protocol, the sender initiates the transmission by sending a RTS request to its neighbor. Currently for S, that is a sender, there are two neighboring nodes. One is N1 and next one is R. Now, initially it is N1 and suppose N2, because it is not, till now it is not confirmed that who is going to receive the packet. So that's why the S, that is the sender, sends the RTS packets to both of them. Now, when it reaches to N1 and when it reaches to R, the individual neighbor examined the packets and found that this packet is not belongs to me, that the N1 found that the packet is not belongs to me. That's why it will not continue the transmission. On the other hand, the N2 or R is found that this is packet belongs to me, or I want to continue the request or continue the transmission, or I want to establish a transmission with S. That's why it is send the, it will send the CTS packets to the S. But in case of R also, the same logic is applied. That is, it sends the CTS packets to its neighbors. To this neighbor also, then the original sender of RTS packets. That once the N1 receive the CTS, it means that I have not sent any RTS request to anyone till now. And if I send a RTS request, but the CTS is not from that RTS request, not against the RTS request, that means I am not going to entertain the request. But in case of S, once it receives the CTS request, it is found that yes, this is the CTS request against my RTS request. That means this node is ready to communicate with me. In that case, once it receives the CTS, it will send a DS signal. That is, this signal indicates that I am going to send, now I am going to send the data. That means once you agreed to receive my packets, now I am going to send it. That is DS, it means data sending. And after that it will send the data. But in this process also the same logic is applied. It means it will send the DS signals to its neighbor, then data to its neighbors. And the appropriate receiver is going to receive the data and send the acknowledgement to the sender. And in this case also it will send the acknowledgement to both of its neighbors. That means this is the simple principle of Macau protocol. What does it mean? It means medium access collision avoidance protocol. That means once in every step actually you are initiate or you inform the receivers that now I am going to send the packets, now I am going to send the data, now I am going to send the RTS. Everything is pre-informed. That's why in this type of protocols there are higher possibilities of avoidance of collision. Because once you receive the DS from a particular node, you are not going to accept uh, any data from some other node, because you have already uh, communicate to with someone else that I am going to receive the packets. You write these points. Mark MACAW, a medium access protocol for wireless LAN. Note down these points. That Macau protocol is based on medium access collision avoidance protocol. First of all, it is basically MACA, but we are using it as a in a wireless LAN. That's why it is Macau. It is basically this MACA, which is falls under sender initiated protocol. Okay. MACA Maca use request to send, that is RTS, and clear to send, which is CTS packets for data transmission. These are the characteristics of Maca protocol. Then the third point is Maca uses binary exponential backoff algorithm (BEF) to overcome the problem of hidden terminal and exposed terminal problem. That means in the limitations or issues in designing protocols, MAC protocols, it is clearly mentioned that the hidden terminal and exposed terminal problem. It means suddenly if a node added to this network, how we can overcome this? Okay. So in this type of protocol, it uses a special kind of algorithm that is called binary exponential backup algorithm to overcome the problem of hidden terminal and exposed terminal. The binary exponential backup mechanism used in Maca at times starves flows. That means as and when required, this protocol automatically implement the BEB algorithm to overcome the hidden terminal and exposed terminal problem. Maca protocol uses RTS, CTS, DS, data, Is it okay to everyone? Aman, is it Tikon, Kosi? thing. Next, types. Do of you. Okay. Aman. Uh, uh, finish the class. So I will this few and not now single number right in this protocol in this protocol or available used available bandwidth is used it is as it is without being divided. Without divided. Full stop. A node after full stop. A node that wins the contention. A node which wins the contention to the channel can make use of the entire bandwidth. Can make use of the entire bandwidth. Number two, multi-channel. Under multi-channel, right? In multi-channel protocols, in multi-channel protocol, the available bandwidth is divided into multiple channels. Multiple channels. Full stop. This enables several nodes. Transmit each unit channel. This primary works. I'll continue and as you have all of and share although some of I will continue in the next class. Okay. Thank you everyone.